just on the couch in my nightgown. I just had my coffee. I'm trying to wake up slowly because when I wake up in the morning, I'm just. It takes me some time to face reality, you know? And anyway, I am practicing just talking in front of a camera for starting a YouTube channel. So yeah, that's a bit of a challenge. I think that's a super challenge because I'm just like right now I'm just obviously sitting alone at home talking to nothing, talking to no one. And it's just so awkward. I get so awkward and I get so self-aware. It's like it's horrible. But I really want to do it. I really want to do it. I really want to do this. Like have this kind of chill space on YouTube. Yeah, and I just want to share my life with you guys. And my life is, well, just to get a point of view here, I'm 27 years old. I live with my boyfriend in a tiny, tiny village in Denmark, in the countryside, like in the middle of fucking nowhere. And we just moved here, like in January. Is it? Wow, it's almost 6 months ago. Wow. Time really passes fast. And yeah, so what I do is that I make jewelry. I have a jewelry brand called Vilain Jewelry. That's my middle name, Vilain. It's French. That's part of why I like it. I'm part French and I'm kind of obsessed with French. I know it's like not my most charming quality, but here we are. And yeah, so I started this brand like a year ago. Like a year ago in summer, I started making jewelry and selling it at markets, and ever since I started doing that, I felt like I had like a direction in my life and I had like just one thing I could focus on, because it's been really hard for me to do that just one thing, because I'm kind of like a jack of all trades really. I've always been a super creative person, and I think I've just been realizing myself and who I am through crafts, like through creating things. And yeah, I've done a bunch of stuff. I've done like collage, decoupage, felt, doing something with felt, you know, the wool, and knitting and crocheting and painting and drawing. Drawing is one of the things I've been doing the most. And a few years ago I got really into poetry and that kind of consumed me. And it's just I've been all over the place with like crafts and creative outlets, because there are so many ways that you can express yourself and your vibe. So that's what I've been doing my whole life since I was like 3 years old or whatever. And yeah, but then I got into making jewelry all of a sudden, and it was just like it's not like the I don't know what it is. It's just yeah, it just kind of gave me that really like focus. And I think part of it was that it just kind of happened out of nowhere. I was like, I have a university degree, by the way, not that I needed it for anything. But yeah, so I have a master's degree in anthropology, and I handed 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 in my thesis when was it? It was, I think I handed it in December, like 2022. So a few months after that, I was like, I didn't have a job. I tried finding a job, and I've just felt like no matter how good my applications were, I didn't get any attention. I didn't get anything. Well, I got one internship. It was a really cool internship. Maybe I'll tell you about that sometime, but it didn't get me anywhere job-wise. Because like for people like me, for like anthropologists, they're not. It's difficult to find a job, because like the good ones, the ones you want to get, there's so few. there's so few of them that when a position becomes open, they're probably gonna go with someone they already know from a different place in the same field, like who's had like years of experience doing exactly that or something similar. And when you come out of uni, at least I didn't know what the fuck, you know? So I just got sick and tired of spending so much time just doing the work, researching the incorporation who are hiring and researching the people there. Like, just, at one point I read a fucking book by someone who was hiring, like, she was doing a book about something about creativity and community, and I read the fucking book, and I didn't, like, even get an interview. And it's just, I got so sick of, like, putting my life in other people's hands, kind of. And I just decided, you know what? Screw this. I'm not doing this anymore. And before I even realized that in my mind, I think I had kind of just given up on the whole concept. So, yeah, I was feeling down and just unmotivated, burned out. And I started, like, finding comfort in one of my hobbies, jewelry. And yeah, I've been making jewelry, like, on and off since I was a kid as well. So I started doing that again, and just for myself, just to do something fun, just to work with pearls and gems again. And all of a sudden, when I was making jewelry one day, there was just like an epiphany, like, that showed up in my mind, like in neon lights just flashing before me, like, you should make jewelry and sell it and try to make a living off of that. And it was just like, it wasn't something I'd been thinking about, it wasn't something that I've been considering at all. It just came to me, and I just immediately got that drive for it, like, this is it, this is what I should do, let's go. And I visiting my mom, I told her about it, and she was so supportive. She was just like, yeah, that's really cool, that's amazing. Okay, well, there's this flea market in town on Saturday, maybe you should try and sell your jewelry there. And I was like, yeah, flea market, cool, let's do this. And I just started making jewelry enough to fill a small booth. I was just, like, working around the clock all the time, and I was like, I didn't know what was gonna happen, if it was gonna pay off or anything, but I just did it. You know, I chose something and I did it. And yeah, I went to that market, just set up my little booth and everything. Yeah, it was like the first, like, Vilain Jewelry experience for me. That was the first time, like, being out there, and it was so quick after I made the decision. I was just like, bam, not thinking too much about it, just doing it. And I had an amazing day, really. I actually sold some of my jewelry. I think I made around 300 krona. I'll show you on the screen what that is in, like, maybe dollars, maybe pounds, I don't know. And yeah, it was just such an affirming experience, because even though I didn't make that much money, it just, like, someone bought something, and that was kind of like that was the point of that day, kind of, to see, like, is this something people would buy? Can I actually sell my creative pieces? I mean, my art pieces, yeah, whatever. And yeah, so that really got me motivated, like, people actually want to buy this from me, and I can actually pursue my creative inspirations and get paid for it. Like, people find what I make valuable enough so they would pay for it. It's just, it was just amazing to feel that. And after that, just became what I was doing with my life. That just became my focus, my thing. the thing I kind of like. That was like if I was a train, that was my fuel. It was just like out there. So yeah, I've been doing for the rest of the summer, I went to different flea markets, and I found some also creative markets, craft markets, stuff like that, and I just showed up with my stuff, not knowing what to expect. Like sometimes I had a bad day, and sometimes I had a really good day. And it was, yeah, I think I ended up making like maybe 1,000 kronas on a day, 2,000. And it just like, it was just so rewarding for me. And just to feel that, I really felt like I was succeeding. And yeah, so I did that for the rest of the summer, and also into winter. I went to Christmas markets with my jewelry. And that was amazing. That was the most amazing time. That was Christmas markets. That was so cozy. And there was this one where it was in this tiny, tiny village. And we were just setting up, like it was snowing. It was so amazing. It was just snowing, you know? And just like snow coming down, these big, beautiful floating flakes just. And it was like -6 degrees Celsius, and oh my god, it was a crazy day. And also my most successful market ever, I made almost 4,000 kroner. And that for me, that is a lot of money to make in a day, selling jewelry. So yeah, I think I got a lot of good experience to kind of confirm that I'm doing the right thing. I should go on doing this, because I was also afraid that at some point I would be like, now I want to do something else instead, because I've always been like focusing on one thing for a little while, and then being a bit tired of it, wanting to be creative in different ways instead, being into different stuff, like classic jack of all trades kind of vibe. But it's just like, I haven't tired of this yet. There's still a mission, there's still a thing to do, there's still this goal of being able to live off my jewelry brand. And I just think that's just such a worthwhile thing to do. And yeah, it turned into a longer, I mean, this is a monologue, you just have to deal with it. It's a monologue, like, yeah. Anyway, so the situation is now that when we moved in here, we were completely broke. Like after paying the deposit for the house, like we're renting, we didn't buy it because we are struggling artists, both of us. And yeah, I just think with everything, like money problems can be so stressful. Like I wasn't in the mood, I wasn't in the vibe. I was just waiting for the days to go by when we would have more money. And yeah, that was really stressful. And we moved in here in the middle of winter, and it was so expensive, like heating the house, and we were just like sitting inside with layers of sweaters and blankets, and just like, please, not another snow day. We can't afford this. And like both of us, we love snow, so it was just like seeing snow through the eyes of a grown-up. It was horrible. But we got through it. Now we're only like normal broke. I mean, I'm the brokest, I think. But it's okay. I'm dealing with it. I'm vibing with it. It's okay. I've gotten used to it now. But yeah, I think I'm getting a bit off track here, scrambling everything. I hope you can follow along. Or if you can't, I'm just practicing speaking in front of a camera casually instead of being all stiff and formal. I mean, I kind of hate that part of myself that wants to be formal. I think it's like formal and really like kind of like I'm speaking at Oxford. I'm having a speech. It's kind of like, oh my god, just get over yourself. Just go home. But I think it's from like academia, from my whole like academic ego wants to be like super professional and really. It's just, but it's so exhausting. I hate it. It's so exhausting. It's just, I don't want to put on that mask because I'm not like that. I'm not like that at all. And you will soon see whether you like it or not. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, so now you kind of get what happened before we moved in here and right after we moved in here and kind of where I am now, but I feel like there's like a gap missing here. So back in January, we had just moved in, broke, struggling, stressed, hibernation mode a lot, and eventually I was like kind of avoiding the jewelry because I told myself that, oh, I don't have the energy for it now, I don't have any money to do it now, and I think I just kind of, I was super stressed out, really. I was super stressed out and burned out, really. But I slowly recovered and got up the courage to go at it again. And I decided to start an Etsy shop. So I did the prep work of taking pictures of my jewelry. My boyfriend helped me so much with this. He was so patient with me because I'm not a technical person. I'm so bad at technical stuff. And I was just like, I don't get how this works. I don't get it. And he's just like, okay, so you take this, see this, right? It's this is, he's so good and patient with me when I'm just, And he helped me take the pictures, like me wearing earrings and of the jewelry, just like flat lace of that. And I launched my Etsy shop in February, just like that. I think it was the 2nd of February. And clearly it hasn't been a success yet. But I think after that I was just really business minded with it and focused again and started posting on Instagram more regularly. And I got sick of that because Instagram hates you if you don't have like 20k. It's just like, how do you think people get there? You need to help them. It's just like, you can't just log into Instagram and instantly be big. It's just, you need a piggy bank. Come on. But anyway, so I got really sick of that. I started posting on TikTok more and I instantly got the validation I needed. I mean, I'm not huge or anything, but I get like sometimes like 1,000 views on my video and hundreds of likes, and it's just like, it's not me, it's the algorithm. It's not me, it's Instagram. And that's been really rewarding, but also hard, like trying to get like trying to get like social media to validate you and what you do, and sometimes it's been harder than others. But so what I'm doing now, I'm trying to post as regularly as I can on both TikTok and Instagram. And it's kind of exhausting, but it's also, I also feel like I'm doing the work. So I've made a few sales on my Etsy, like a bit here and a bit there. I've sent something to the States as well. Like the first time it completely failed because of PostNord. It's horrible, but I'm forced to use PostNord if it's out of Europe. So that's constant anxiety for me. If I have to send a package out of the EU, I have to use PostNord. That's my only option, and they're shit. And it's just like, they have made me cry. It's just like not something they said to me or anything, but because of what they're doing to me and my business. I have so much anxiety about them. Anyway, let's not get into that, but yeah, so yeah, as I was saying, I don't even know what I was saying, but kind of I've made some sales here and there on my Etsy. I'm getting more and more traffic to the shop, and a lot of people are following the shop and liking the items I have in there, which is amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. It's great. I love it. But yeah, I want something more to happen. I want to have someone purchase from me every month, or just like every week. But every month is the starting goal, because in May that nothing happened. Nothing happened in May. And it's just, yeah, it's a bit hard sometimes to feel that, but it's okay. I also have the feeling like this is just gonna take the heart. I can't. This is gonna take time, and it's gonna take patience from me, and it's gonna take that I keep going. I keep posting. I keep making new jewelry. I keep like challenging myself and reaching out to people and seeing what I can do with this. And that's just what it is. And sometimes I will make mistakes. Sometimes I will spend time on something that does not get me anywhere. That does not get me anywhere. So yeah, I'm just trying. Sometimes trying and succeeding. Sometimes trying and failing. Because there's not really failure when it comes to this. I don't believe that really exists. But you get what I mean, I think. Yeah, so right now I'm just in the situation of trying to become an established like jewelry brand, and something that people know. Obviously not all people, but people that are into the whole fairy tale, fairycore vibe, and who loves also real gems and pearls like I do, and also the whole just mystical fantasy, yeah, vibe. Who loves that as much as I do? Yeah. So in my YouTube channel, I'm going to share what I do when it comes to my jewelry business, but also when it comes to like just my life, just because I do a lot of things that are fairycore, whatever you want to say, like my drawings, my paintings, and also I sometimes make my own clothes on my sewing machine. And I really want to get into cosplaying, because I mean, I've always kind of inside wanted to do that, but I've been too like shy to do it, and too scared of people judging me or saying something mean or thinking I look stupid or something. But I'm just starting to realize here in my late 20s that it's the people who think you look stupid are stupid. They should just go away and find happiness in their life, and not being because they are afraid of looking stupid, that they think you look stupid. And it's just, if that's what they choose to do with their life, just judging other people who are out there, who are putting themselves out there, like they're just sitting on their couch judging you over there, standing up in front of the crowd, just being yourself. And they hate seeing that because they don't have the courage to do it. And that's just something you need to realize. I need to tell this to myself as well, because I'm such a sensitive person, which is also why I find it hard to like share stuff like this. For example, because if someone says something mean to me, I'm gonna cry that day. That's just how it is. I'm gonna cry that day, and I'm gonna think about it. I will try not to think about it, but it's gonna be on my mind. It's gonna be nagging me. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. I'm a very sensitive person, so I also have to take care of myself going into this, because I want, wherever I post on social media, I want it to be a safe place to be, both for my followers and for me. Like it should be a nice place to be. It should be safe. You should be able to be yourself, do what you love, explore your interests, and it shouldn't be a place where you're afraid that people will like troll. We only want the mythical trolls, like in the universe. We don't want the real nasty evil trolls. Who, I mean, they're not evil really, but they're just miserable people. Really, we don't want them bringing us down. So that's something I will have to look out for, because when I stand up here and I speak my mind and I put my soul out there are bound to be someone who doesn't like it. Someone who thinks I'm stupid or cringe or ugly or something like that. And that's just something that I have to live with if I want to follow my dreams. So I'm doing it. I'm doing it, and it will be hard and scary, but I'm doing it, and I'm here, and I want to make a difference for myself and hopefully for the people who follow along my life. Yeah. For the people who follow me. So, yeah. I don't know what I wanted to say with her. Yeah, so I covered a lot of random ground with this video, but I just wanted to kind of practice doing this, and maybe I will delete this. Maybe this won't be relevant, but I just felt I needed to do something different. I needed to relax, be more relaxed at least, and not seem so distanced and awkward. Maybe I am awkward still, but I want to seem more natural, more relaxed, less stiff and formal, and like that just sucks. I mean, when I think about the recordings I did yesterday, it's just like, damn, I don't even want to look at it. It's too stiff, too boring, too, like, that's not a person you can connect with. Maybe this person is talking to you right now in this way. I'm sitting in my nightgown and yeah, my robe. That's just me on a normal day, just cozying up. Yeah. Anyway, this has turned out to be really long, but that's a good thing about YouTube. You can talk for a long time and do whatever you want. Yeah, so this was my first YouTube video. Very messy, very personal, very laid back, unprofessional, and that's kind of what I want to be, because that's a part of myself that I want to nurture, that I want to spend my life with, not someone who wants to be stiff and formal and professional and just like righteous or whatever, because I have that ego in me somewhere, and it's just like she would be good for the corporate world, but that's not the world I'm living in. So just let her have some rest. And yeah, I don't even know where I'm going with this. I did this in the tall format, not the wide format that YouTube usually wants, but I don't have a camera that's good for doing this. But I'm doing it anyway. And I promise when this takes off, I'm gonna get the good equipment. I'm gonna get the good audio equipment, the good, like, just... I'm gonna get the good audio equipment. I'm gonna get the good recording equipment. I'm gonna get the good stuff, so it will look nice and it will be a better experience for you to watch it. And yeah, but you need to start somewhere. I don't want to seem perfect right at the beginning. My first video should not be perfect, like HD quality. It's not something... What was that? Yeah, sorry, I heard a random noise in my house and I was just like, what is this? Anyway, I mean, that's just not how it should be. I don't think that makes sense for me. And if that means that my first few videos are not getting that many views or whatever, that's okay. What I want to focus on instead is being authentic, being myself, being someone that you feel like you can talk to, instead of someone who looks perfect and has the greatest videos or whatever. It's just, this should be chill. That's just what I think. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you did, I don't think anyone did, but anyway, thank you for being here, and I promise I will show you more of my life. I will hang with you. You can hang out with me. You can hear about the struggles of being in my late 20s, starting a jewelry brand, and just following my inner child, the person I was supposed to be all along, not the person society forced me into being and my alter ego forced me into being. I'm just me. I'm Cathrine. So if you like her, if you want to follow her, see what she does with her life, the messes she gets into, then welcome. Welcome. I promise I will be a good friend to you. And yeah, I hope to see you next time. I don't know when that will be because I just started doing this, but I will see you soon. Okay, I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.